$199 shows. Damn, 199. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Today is August 17th, 2021, and the news are brought to you by the Analogues. The news is brought to you by the Analogue Spotlight, a group of photographic retailers and manufacturers who have joined together to support analog photographic media and help keep analog photography thriving worldwide. The brands are Cameradactyl, Kosmo Foto, Chroma cameras, Reveni Labs, RealitySoSubtle, Intrepid cameras, Pixl-ltr, Brooklyn film camera, ONDU cameras, standard cameras, 20th century cameras, Pictoriographica, Analogue, Wonderland, Cinestill, and large format camera store. So thanks to them, no interruptions except for the spinning class downstairs, which are very, very into back to school mode. So, starting with the news. Japan Camera Hunter has come out with a Streetpan 120-400 speed film. New looks. The film was already existing. He's just changed the branding on the outside. Same film in the inside. So if you're into that kind of stuff, you can go ahead and check it out. I actually quite enjoyed the one roll of Streetpan I've shot so far. It's out of my price budget, but I quite found it interesting to shoot for sure. Very, very sharp, especially in the darkroom. Then, tomorrow, Reflex, the famous Kickstarter campaign to bring back Reflex film cameras, is holding a meeting, open meeting, to let people know what's going on. This will be the 18th of August at 6:30 GMT time, which is, you know, whatever time that is for you guys watching. And there'll be a briefing afterwards. I don't have a word of what's going to happen, good or bad. I really hope that it's not too bad and they are continuing with the project because it looked interesting and I think we could do with new film cameras in 2021. I know there's a plethora of old cameras, but new cameras are always a good thing, kind of brings the spirit, and also we need them for certain, you know, people, users, schools, and so on. So I hope that's a good meeting. Then it looks like Voigtlander is bringing a 50mm Nokton f1.5 new version. I'm not even sure if I said the news before. It might have been already here, but if you're into Nokton lenses, you can go ahead. It's an f1.5 lens, 50mm for Leica M mount cameras. So anything from Leica, Zeiss, Voigtlander, and some others. But yeah, interesting for whoever is into that. Then we have Rockstart to launch a Leica M Rockstar lens, and maybe I said Rockstar, it's Rockstar. This seems to be a brand that's making like cheap plasticky lenses, and they're making a M mount lens. There's no more details, but apart from that, it'd probably be under around $100. So if you're into that plastic fantastic M mount looks, this could be for you. Then we have Palm Lab making Panchromatic film, 100 and 400 ISO film. So this seems to be a Miami-based film lab, which is new because there used to be not much of a film lab industry in Miami, surprisingly. My wife's from Miami, so that's why I know. I've looked for them, but I think there was one in Florida, in Hollywood, sorry, in Florida, and Fort Lauderdale or something like that. But yeah, this Palm Store film lab basically is coming out, or has come out, with a 35mm and 120 version of 100 ISO and 400 ISO black and white film, Panchromatic. They are going to be launching a Kickstarter for worldwide launch, so that's pretty cool. And supposedly it is made somewhere in Europe, and they've partnered with somebody, so it is somehow an existing emulsion. Nothing new that I know of. I've been reading comments on their Instagram posts. Seems that it's not 100%, and you know, nothing new, but maybe they made it cheaper or whatever in the US and Miami area, which is nice. Also recommend the store if you can, because in Miami, as I said, there's not much, and I think we should pursue having local labs so we don't have to ship stuff back and forth. Then Sekonic, the special 70th anniversary Lightmeter, the 398L, if I'm not mistaken, is delayed until November, as one of the watching people here, subscribers to the channel, has let me know. and the price is around 400 euros. So of course, not something that you are going to buy to use, more to collect. I honestly think it's super cool and I would love to get it. Not sure if I should justify it myself. But yeah, if you're into that, you can reserve it from your favorite store, the Sekonic distributor, locally, anywhere you want. And you can get it in November. Then we have news from Linhof, which is not the usual player in the news, with a 6x17 adapter. This is not for the faint of heart. This adapter is made to work with the Technorama 617S version 3, which is a camera, and the Technica's cameras. So basically, it's like an adapter that goes on the back of your camera, Technica camera, and will adapt a Linhof 6x17 camera to just jam in there. Honestly, this is super cool to see from Linhof. I haven't heard of many product developments as of late, and this is for those that maybe happen to have a Technorama 617S version 3 and a Technica camera and want to like put them together and have little 6x17 babies shot on 4x5 cameras. So if that's for you, I'm very glad. I think this is super interesting, and I'm glad to see Linhof making new things in nowadays. Then we have a Light Lens Lab with a 35mm viewfinder, SBLOO. I don't know. These Leica viewfinder terminology is always very hard for me to pronounce. It sounds like SBLOO to me. It's a viewfinder, 35mm, metallic, quite good looking, honestly, and $190 US. The Leica official version, probably back in the day, nowadays is like 400 or 500, not sure about the prices. But yeah, seems to be an option if you are into that look, and they do nail the looks for sure. Then, the big news I think this week probably is Tetenal coming out with tablet developer. Once Tetenal went belly up in the end of 2018, they got, bankruptcy and so on brought back. And one of the things they mentioned is maybe developing new products for the photography community. One of them was tablet developers. This is something that supposedly they had the machinery and some know-how to do, maybe did some even back in the day. And it looks like the first product is coming. It's a called developer for black and white film called Parvo Fin, and it's in tablet form, and also there's Superfix in tablet forms, which is really, really cool. Honestly, tablet form is nice because you can probably travel with it, ship it to many places, it probably will last longer, and so on. So honestly, it's nice to see Tetenal pushing, something that nobody else is going to push. So I'm glad to see. Hopefully the idea was to make it in color developer, E6 and C41 in tablets. I think this is the first baby step towards that. Not baby step, but the first steps. Then we have 20th century camera with a 4x5 modular plate holders. So this is kind of complicated to explain, but it's basically a 4x5 plate holder that you can change like the inserts inside and make it for different uses, from dry plate to I think wet plate to, I'm not sure if like aluminum, tin, I always forget the aluminum, ones, tin plate maybe. And also you can use it for Instax. So there's an adapter that lets you shoot Instax wide, which of course you then have to develop inside an Instax camera. So you have to do this all in the dark, but we're used to the darkness here in the film photography world. We like dark rooms. So that's pretty cool, and it's not too expensive. It's like $90 for the modular film holder. And it, as I said, comes with inserts and you can change it, so that's kind of cool itself. Then we have Instacamera Hack coming out with a 35mm to 9mm film converter, basically for the Minix spy cameras. So it lets you grab a roll of 35, nice and normal, and put it in this little hack little thing with some blades and advance it. And after you advance it the whole way, you end up with a strip of 9mm film that you can shoot in Minix spy cameras. So if that's your kind of thing, you can use this little device, and it seems inexpensive and easy to use, not too complicated. Also, one of the biggest news that I heard about last week is it seems that now Leica is shipping the MP camera, the film camera they sell. They sell the MA without a light meter and the MP with a light meter, with normal looking leather. No more grip tape looking leather. but more like the original Leica M2, M3, M4 leatherette, which to my liking is, nicer. So that seems to be one of the news in the Leica realm of things. Not sure why they changed this choice of leatherette. Probably not real leather, guys. Don't worry about the vegan option for Leica cameras. You can shoot with this camera without probably having any issues there. And then in personal news, sorry guys for not making the news last week. There was really not much going on in the film world. August is usually slow. I got a humongous news today, but I can't share them, so I just can say that. Also, on the table you can see now I have a Chamonix N2, courtesy of a friend here in Finland, which I'll make some videos on, so let me know what you want to see on the Chamonix N2. Actually, by the looks of it, I kind of like it more than my F1. And yeah, I'm excited to test this out. Also, this studio soon will become a real looking studio, and I'm glad to be doing more content as soon as possible. So yeah, as always, remember there's an email below. Thank you to the sponsors for keeping the show running. Sorry for the absence last week. Like I said, not much news. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next one. Bye.